Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the sound of war, the thunder of artillery, the crack of rifles, the roar of planes, the screams of men calling for help. Now imagine running toward that sound instead of away from it, running through mud, smoke, and fire, without a weapon, without protection, only a red cross on your helmet, and the hope that you might reach one more soldier in time. These were the medics of World War II, the forgotten heroes, the men and women who risked everything not to take lives, but to save them. Their battlefield wasn't marked on a map. It was wherever someone fell. Today, we tell their story. When the world plunged into war in 1939, armies prepared for destruction. Tanks, bombers, machine guns, artillery. But behind the weapons stood another army, one equipped with bandages, morphine, and courage. The role of a combat medic was simple in words, but almost impossible in practice. Stay alive long enough to keep someone else alive. Medics were trained to stop bleeding, treat shock, stabilize fractures, manage burns, perform emergency surgery under fire, carry wounded men to safety, comfort those taking their last breath. Many had only weeks of medical training. Some had never seen a battlefield injury until their first day in combat. Yet when the moment came, they became lifelines. The military didn't choose medics for strength. They chose them for heart. Recruits came from all walks of life. Farm boys, teachers, small-town doctors, nurses, students, volunteers who couldn't bear the thought of killing. Many medics were deeply compassionate. Some were religious. Some simply believed one life saved mattered more than any medal. Training was relentless. Treating wounds in total darkness. Carrying 200-pound soldiers under live fire. Practicing triage in brutal conditions. Learning to make decisions in seconds. Memorizing anatomy. Learning to calm terrified men. But nothing could truly prepare them for real war. A medic's first battle was unforgettable. The moment shells exploded around them. Their training was tested instantly. Most soldiers hit the ground instinctively. Medics did the opposite. They ran upright toward danger. They ignored bullets snapping past their heads. They ignored artillery shaking the earth. They ignored fear. All they saw were wounded men, friends, strangers, brothers in arms. One veteran wrote, "The battlefield had two kinds of people, those trying to survive, and medics running through hell to save them." Medics were supposed to be protected under the Geneva Convention. Their Red Cross symbol meant, do not shoot, do not target, do not harm. But in World War II, especially in the Pacific and Eastern Front, those rules often vanished. Some enemy snipers targeted medics first. They knew killing the healer meant killing many more soldiers afterward. Because of this, some medics removed the Red Cross, painted over it with mud, hid their gear, fought the urge to stand out. They wanted to save others, not become targets themselves. A medic's kit was small, but every item was life or death. Inside the pouch, morphine syringes, sulfa powder, tourniquets, bandages, plasma, morphine, scissors, litters for evacuation, sometimes a small Bible or personal item for comfort. They had to improvise constantly. Belts became tourniquets, jackets became slings. Rifles became stretchers. Helmets became water bowls. They didn't have time for perfection. They had time only for survival. Triage was the darkest part of a medic's job. They had to choose who to save first. Those who could be saved with immediate help. Those who could wait. Those who were already beyond saving. Imagine hearing a man cry out for help and knowing you couldn't reach him in time. Imagine choosing one life over another, while surrounded by chaos. One medic later said, "I saved who I could, and I still dream about the ones I couldn't." These choices haunted medics for the rest of their lives. Throughout World War II, medics performed miracles under impossible conditions. Desmond Doss, the hero without a gun. He refused to carry a weapon for moral reasons. He rescued wounded men for 12 hours straight, lowered each man down a 400-foot cliff under enemy fire. He saved 75 soldiers in one night. He later said, "I just kept praying, 'Lord, let me get one more.'" He became the first conscientious objector to receive the Medal of Honor. PFC Robert Johnson, the human shield. During the Battle of the Bulge, he threw himself over a wounded soldier to protect him from shrapnel. He survived. The soldier survived. He refused recognition, saying, "Any medic would have done the same." Lieutenant Mary Roberts, the Angel of Anzio, a nurse who worked in the open on Italian beaches. As shells exploded around her, she operated, stitched, cleaned wounds, and comforted soldiers constantly. One soldier wrote, "I woke up thinking I was in heaven. Turns out it was just Lieutenant Roberts." Today, historians agree. Without the spies of World War II, the Allies might not have won. Their courage was invisible. Their victories were silent. But their impact was enormous. The story of World War II spies is not one of guns or glory. It is a story of whispering instead of shouting, thinking instead of charging, risking everything in the shadows, saving lives through secrets. They fought in a world where a pen was as dangerous as a pistol, where a coded message could save an army, and where a single spy could change the fate of nations. They were unseen heroes, and now their story is no longer hidden.